is Happy Mutes. I am an administrator at AMAHORO Secondary School. Well, we are lucky to have begun this year, and our school opened officially on the 11th of February 2023. We have been privileged to have 353 students in the school, and we have 18 teaching staff and 8 non-teaching staff. So we bless the Lord for all He has done for us. However, on this day of the 28th of July 2023, we happened to do house competitions, and in the school we have 3 houses where we have silver, diamond and gold. So today on the 28th of July 2023, we have had quiz and debates where the students were engaging within houses, and in the morning we had debates and in the afternoon we had quiz. It all went well, as you saw in the videos, and we are very proud of our students. I'm sure you all belong to a certain house, right? Yes. So gold, hands up. Gold, oh yeah? And permitted by Teacher Ashraf, right? Because we can't be judging and at the same time coordinating the house. So Teacher Ashraf will help us to give you permission to speak and to correct and to add something. But this kind of debate doesn't actually allow you to support the people that are debating, because this team is supposed to work together. For example, who goes first for your house? Alan will come, introduce the motion and do all those things, suggest or put out his argument. Then the second person that will come will have to support and add another argument. Same for the third and like that. Same for you guys.
I'm going to welcome our judges and administrator to introduce themselves, and then I'll welcome the opposers and proposers to take their seats. Madam, thank you. The floor is yours.
Well, good morning, students.
Good morning, madam.
How are you today?
We are all right.
Are you ready for the debates?
Yes.
Let's see some silver members say hi.
Hi.
And gold members? Now I can tell we are ready, right? Number 1, my name is Happy Mutes. I think you know me.
Yes.
And I'm an administrator here. However, today's debate, especially in this room, is going to be a little bit more orderly. No making noise. When you're in support of what the participant says, you just do this. No moving out, no movements. I am sure we all did short calls and all those kinds of things, so I do not expect anyone to go out. Number 3, no sleeping on the desks. Israel, let's sit upright. It's a debate. We are supposed to enjoy it, and it's supposed to be official. Do you understand? So please make sure you respect the rules that I just mentioned. There are few. How many are they? 3. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Okay. So I'll take this opportunity to officially introduce another judge that I came with, and I'll let him speak to us. Do you want to hear his voice?
Yes. Thank you very much, Auntie Happy, the organizer and the students in your respective houses. I salute you all. My name is Okuya Joseph. I'm also part of AMAHORO, but I work down there as the deputy head teacher. I've just come. We share together. Madam has talked what is required in the debate. I won't repeat them. I think all of us, we have been modeled to do how to work with the debate. So I just want us to follow those rules, and we shall finally end our debate successfully. I wish you the best. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much, our judges. I would like to take this opportunity to invite the proposers to take their seats. Proposers, you all can take up your seats. At the same time, I would like to give the opportunity to the opposers to take up their seats. So without wasting your time, we're going to begin our debate. From there, this side, you're welcome.
Thank you, dear person. Graduates, my fellow farmers and the business, plus the audience. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Odong Ibrahim, and I'm here to affirmatively support the motion. Before I give out my views, I would like to first of all define the motion. I would like to first of all tell you what the motion means, because I support the motion. So the motion states that this house believes that private schools are better than government schools. So private schools, these are schools that are owned personally. And R is a helping verb. Better is something which is desirable, and then than is a noun that is used to compare two things. Without wasting time, let me start giving out my points. My first point states that in private schools is easy decision making. What I mean is that in case the school would like to add more infrastructures in its environment, only one person, being the director or an administrator, can sit down and say, tomorrow construction is going to be starting tomorrow, and everything ends like that, and then you will find that the following day they have started construction. But resuming to government schools, when in case they want to add more infrastructure in the school, it will be a very long process, because you will have to pass through different offices, different people, in order for you to get the right decision, or in order for you to get the permission to construct more infrastructures in the school. Hence, that can explain that private schools are better than government schools. Secondly, my second point states that private schools are a source of revenue to the government. This revenue is got by the government through it taxing the private schools, and which revenue after is used by the government to improve on other sectors of the country's economy. That the revenue generated by the government from private schools, it is also used to provide social services to people in the country. Social services such as electric services, medical services, transport services, water services, among others, which has helped to improve on the standards of living of people. Thirdly, I would like to talk about easy involvement of parents. Since parents are the main funders of the private school, they pay school fees in order for the private school to operate. If parents weren't there to pay school fees, I think the school it was going to be difficult for the private schools to operate. So, parents, in case of emerging issues in private schools, parents are included. Emerging issues such as fundraising, in case students are indisciplined and they want to discipline the students, at times they invite parents to come and help in disciplining those indisciplined students. And in cases such as when there is a meeting in case they want to have a meeting in order to develop the school or to make sure that the students improve on their performance. Parents at times are invited also to attend the meeting. Unlike government schools, where most of the issues are solved by the government and parental involvement is always minimal. I would like to, those few words that I've spoken can explain why private school will be always better than government schools. I would like to end my speech by saying, no matter what, I believe we are to win. Thank you, judges.
I want to make an announcement. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you about the time. All the speakers have 80 minutes, so make sure you use those 80 minutes. 8 minutes. Use them resourcefully. Thank you. From the AMAHORO side, I would like to invite the first speaker from the negative side. You're welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, our chairperson, plus our adjectors, and the house at large. I'm so glad for this opportunity to stand out for my house. As you know, our resolution is well systematic, saying that government schools are better than private schools. I raise my case by saying out my advocates. First of all, I would like to explain the motion, saying that government schools, these are schools with
Excuse me, speak your name?
my brother. That government schools, these are the schools owned by the state or the government. While private schools, these are the schools which are not provided or owned by the state. In government schools, the schools have the greater diversity, whereby the students have enough time for reading their books. They have the best teachers, and when it comes to academic progress, they are the best. For example, like St. Mary's Chitende and Budo SS.
The library, the other government school I used to study at, I'm sorry to tell you this, my dear negators. We never had a laboratory, we never had a library, we never even had a computer lab. The master used to come and teach us. We never even had computer lessons, that's the truth. We never had computer lessons. But here I'm learning physically, touching those computers. What a wow at this private school, AMAHORO Secondary School. Thank you to all the teachers. Education in private schools is slowly shifting into audio from audio into visual mode, which makes studies kind of fun. What I mean by this, but what I mean is that here we have a projector, and we really watch movies on Sunday with a projector. But at the other school, guys, we used to only hear. We had they call them movie clubs, but really we never had movies at the other school. We would just hear and listen to music, but here you watch physically while seeing, but the other times you used to hear, now they are playing this movie, but when we don't even know how the movie, we don't know even how it's fun, but here we watch our movies, play basketball. But at the government school I was studying at, sweetheart, my dear honorables, I suffered because we never even had sports, but even this morning I got a chance to involve myself in basketball. What a wow. Thank you, Mr. Timekeeper. Qualities of laboratories and sports education is a lot better in private schools. But what I mean is what I've been even explaining right now. Today I got a chance to involve myself in basketball. It was fun, and I really wondered what were the government schools doing to not teach us basketball, because today I was stammering, saying, how do they play basketball? Where do I go? But this time I learned how they play basketball. But in government schools, we never had sports. Used to come, sit in class, the even teacher never came sometimes, because he's paid a lot of salary, 3 million and above. But when here, they only pay the least money. It's really least on the other guys, because it's even not in a million. But they used to pay them a lot of salary, of which they say that the salary can even feed me for a month without going to school. They even never had invigilators who came to check on the schools. But here, even it was last time, it was a Tuesday, was it? A Tuesday. There's an invigilator who came to check where the teachers were studying, we were studying. And I really like that, because they showed that they care. Private schools, guys, they care more than government schools. Thank you, my dear judges. And thank you, our timekeeper. Thank you to the audience that has kept quiet and listened to my points, though my negators may feel they are not important, but let them make an importance to you. And you shift from that side to come to our side, so that you'll be on the right side and study well. Thanks to all the teachers that have helped me prosper. And may the best house win. Thank you, my dear judges.
Of Ismat Amina, students at AMAHORO Secondary School S1 East, and I'm in Gold House. As our resolution is already written on the blackboard, states that private schools are better than government schools. I'm negating the resolution because of my following arguments. First of all, I would like to disagree with my honorable. As we have said that they make studies a lot of times. What I can tell you is that, you know, that school where you was, they weren't serious. That's what I can tell you. What you mean is that there are many government schools like Neje, Mengo SS, and many others. What you mean that all of them, they make studies full of funds. 100 students can pass in university first division, do you mean that they make studies a lot of funds? No. Denied. And sports, you have said that. Denied. You have said that sports, like basketball, volleyball, no, they weren't serious. Because in many schools, which I have told you, in the Mango SS and the Intale SS, they do those things. They do them. Judges, allow me to explain my arguments. My first argument is government schools have large pieces of land. And this, having large pieces of land makes it easy in case they intend to set up more classrooms, toilets, sick bays, and many others. Implementing development project is also easy if large pieces of land are available. Unlike in private school, where they operate on small pieces of land, and which has made expansion complicated. Spread of diseases has been rampant due to the congestion in a school. My second view is workload. Workload is less in government school. And what I mean is, in government school, the workload for each and every teacher is clearly defined, which minimizes footage and mental. Denied. Strain in public schools as they always get time for leisure, recreation, and many others, unlike in private school, where you find teachers have many tasks. And this limits the productively making government schools better than private schools. My third view is government schools are not selectively in admitting students. This is a common base in private schools, whereby you can find Christian schools not admitting Muslim students, and denied, and Muslim schools not admitting.
Amina, I would like to inform you, I myself, I can make a Christian school whereby there are some pastors who have children when they don't want other children of theirs to go and study from a Muslim school. Please take a sip of water.
And Muslim school not admitting Christian family background, equal financial status, grades from primary section as limited so many people with potential from joining the private schools. Thank you, the judges, negators, farmers, negators, plus the house at large.
Another, she said, better facilities. At AMAHORO here, AMAHORO is a private school, you have better facilities. You can see the tanks, the pitch, everything is in position. Let me stop, not granted. My first view is promotion of talents. Here,
please, we have granted.
not granted.
Okay.
Here at AMAHORO Secondary Private School, we promote talents, and we promote talents through many things. Here, dear judges, you can have a look. This is an evidence that we promote talents. This was made by a person from here at AMAHORO Private School. Yes, my second view, I would like to add on the point of my colleague, which was discipline. Here at AMAHORO Private School, secondary school, we promote discipline, and this is through counseling and guidance. Dear judges, you can have a look. This was done here at AMAHORO Secondary School. This is the guidance where we train our children to have good behaviors.
My second item is about environmental protection. In private school, we strongly protect the environment. Not granted. Like here at AMAHORO Secondary School, dear judges, you can have a look there. There are trees green, everywhere green. We protect the environment.
Please may you give space.
Not yet granted.
I would like to inform you that you have not seen anything like environmental conservation in private schools. When you go to government schools, everywhere green, from the beach where you stand, but here you have maram. Your beach is full of stones, but when you go to government schools, their beaches are full of grass. That means everything is
Dear judges, through you, I would like to inquire from this speaker to give me an example of a government school where they have these trees. They are surrounded by trees here. Here I have given an example of AMAHORO Secondary School where we live. My next view is greater entertainment. In private schools, we promote entertainment. This is done through playing football, music, dance, and drama. Dear judges, here at AMAHORO School, we promote entertainment through doing co-curricular activities like debating here, playing football, MDT, and so many others.
DOI.
Not granted.
DOI.
Not granted. Tuition, assistance, and grants. In conclusion, in private schools, we offer tuition, assistance, and grants. Here at AMAHORO School, we give bursaries. Like me here, I'm given a bursary. I'm studying on a bursary here at AMAHORO School. And in the private school, we give bursaries. Those are grants and bursaries, not granted. Thank you, judges. I rest my case.
The presence of our chief judges, discussants, and my audience. My name is Kanakulia Davis from the Diamond House. I believe the victory is on our side, since my fellows have explained well their points. Starting with Honorable Vivian. Vivian talked about small classrooms. As we know here at AMAHORO, S1 is an S1. Small classrooms.
Have you given space?
No.
Okay.
S1 East and S1 West are congested since they are small classrooms.
Let's listen to each other. Granted.
We are not listening because the people who are seated there are shouting. Honorable Anakulia, I want to defend my colleague Vivian. I would like to inform you that she gave out her point because this is a new school. The administration could not expect to get more students. So it was like, let us construct one classroom for seniors. You may find in second term, third term, we construct another.
Here, I would like to inform you that if you go to a government school, they construct larger classrooms knowing that they are going to get
DOI.
Honorable Teacher talked about promotion of talents. I want you to, my house, believe this, it's in government schools where there is promotion of talents. These talents are promoted directly from the Ministry of Education and Sports. These people will get involved in sports activities.
Are you giving space or no?
No, not granted. Honorable Lisa talked about attention on students. What I think attention of students in government schools is done by the officials from the government, from the Ministry of Education itself. But come here to AMAHORO, we are left.
Thank you for the opportunity granted. For me, I think the attention is more in private schools, not in government schools. Because here in Amahoro, I think even every week we get those people from the government to come and see the activities that we are carrying out here. But in government schools, I have never seen it.
My dear, why have you said you get people from the government? The government is the one that supports government schools.
Let me tell you, let me defend myself by continuing and saying that the government school is the one that's doing what?
The government schools are the ones that come and see how the students are learning.
Now let me tell you, even in the parliament itself.
Please, you are counter-reacting there and then, please.
Honorable Isatu talked about balanced diet, that teachers in private schools have a balanced diet. Like she gave an example of Nase, where the teachers have never seen meat. My dear, no one on earth has never seen meat. Honorable Isatu talked about where this, like the children, like the learners do not abuse people on their way, like in private schools, but for those ones in government schools, abuse the students. I disagree with that. Since I denied my time, take a sip of water. Take a sip of water.
Go please conclude.
In conclusion, I want to air out my last point on accessibility. Unlike private schools, students can be admitted into public schools without discrimination. Here, I mean, in a government school, everyone is allowed from the ghetto, from those ones who are disabled or are allowed. But here in the private school, you will come, they will first know how you performed. Like if you got an IU, they will not allow you in the school. But through a government school, you are allowed, everyone.
POI.
Your time up, please.
I rest my case.
Thank you. Thank you, the honorable members who have tried to air out.
Administrator is a patient woman. You can come with your child, you can tell our administrator that in my pocket I have only 20K. Yes, you can even ask her how I came. The first day, I never came here when you are learning. I came here, it was a holiday, because I found here lying down. My father came here with only 20K. But our administrator said yes to that. But the following day, because my father is an understanding person or an understanding man, he said, how can a lady to own a school, a good-looking school, and a private one? How can she own it and you give her 20K? So my father the next day sent money.
Honorable Chimuli, you said before that there is a school that you talked about, but I cannot remember that they were taking to pay 3 million. Now, here we are in a debate, not so? We are friends, you know that. But 3 million, 3 million, not so? But how can he refuse to pay this amount of money today?
Not allowed. Honorable Speaker, I left with 2 minutes.
My third view is in private schools, things are taken good care of, as in glasses, the students' clothes, desks. But in government schools, you may find a child breaking a glass just because he knows he is in a government school. They won't tell his or her parent to pay that glass. They will just tell the government to get another glass to put. Thank you, the judges, mediators, and farmers. I remain as Chimuri Monroe from Gold.
Thank you, the chairperson. Without wasting time, I honor you, the judges. As our motion said that government schools are better than private schools, I support government schools. I will first argue our Honorable Shimuli that said before that government schools, if you be in a government school, even if you broke a glass of the window or you do anything that damages the infrastructure, so. But if
I would like to correct Honorable Donald, it is not broke, it is break.
Okay, thank you. If you break the window, even in government school, there are rules that are followed, whereby we have the HM, not so? In a government school, there is an HM. There are rules that are followed that if you break any window, you pay. All of us, we have been to a government schools and we pay those windows. Without wasting time, because the goals are on our side, silver members, oh yeah? Oh yeah. My first argument is government schools are inexpensive and then provide a minimal amount of money so that any student in a country can learn. My second view is about students from low-income families. Students from low-income families are accepted in a public school. You will say that public school means a government school, and those families that cannot pay money, those families that cannot pay. That those families that can't afford private fees, they can go to government schools. Allowed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was seated here, but I wasn't okay with my honorable here. Honorable Desire was previously from the stage, and she supported Honorable Desire, saying that she told my fellow honorable that in government that is this honorable that he doesn't know what the other boy called Ivan Jonathan, because he was like Jonathan was sponsored. He was sponsored and he was taken abroad. And then you were like, he never knew what Jonathan. But I want to tell you that in private schools, but in AMAHORO, very many students are sponsored and specifically they are called home members. But when you go to government schools, she only knew one person. Her brother.
No,
she only knew one person.
Even in government schools, the children they are called government students.
And if you want their names, I can give you. There are very many and they are sponsored.
I would like to defend myself.
Yes.
Even in government schools, the students are called government students. In Uganda, as you know, we are in Uganda, not so? In Uganda, that they say, I'm so sorry. It is usually the government schools that tend to maintain a good performance. And it is not there in private schools, whereby private schools should exist.
I would like to inform Honorable Donald. Last year, the best secondary school was a private school.
I would like to defend my side. That was a chance. And the student was from a government school, just to start from a private school. So, in addition to
Point of inquiry, your hand. Point of inquiry.
classrooms. Students in government schools often have more options, activities. After the last bell that rings, they go to
During your lecture, 3 minutes.
I would like to inquire from you, Honorable, that what was the name of that child who sat from that best school?
We have a Google or internet. In my conclusion, as I'm stopping, by the same token, government schools are held accountability. Government schools have qualified teachers. Qualified teachers, and
I would like to inform Honorable that before this year starting, you say that those students in government schools, after the last bell, they have their optional places to go. Even in AMAHORO, after our last bell, we go in our optional places like netball, volleyball, the beach.
I would like to defend my
computer lab.
This happened in AMAHORO because we are going to have MDB competitions.
But even before, we can go to the computer lab, even the library.
That is not a part of activities. I'm saying craft. You give me an example of craft. You do this simple craft. Do you know that? In my conclusion, I will say that the goals are on our side. Silver members will always win.
To conclude all my members' views, and I would like to first dismantle I will first talk about what Lisa said that I don't know Jonathan. Jonathan is the boy who inspired me to come at AMAHORO. And I was texting on Facebook and I saw him and he also said they took even my family. Thank you. That means I know Jonathan. Affordable. What you were trying to mean, Honorable that they are so affordable. Yet the most expensive schools, they are government schools. For example, all of you wanted to go to Budo SS, Mego SS. Those are expensive schools and they are government schools, but here it's cheap and they have a good quality of education. What brings us to know? I'm just concluding. I would like to conclude the Honorable's views. The first view, let me start by concluding for mine, which is the implementation of decisions. Private schools promote good morals among learners. They promote its financing. I would like also to conclude those ones of Honorable Chimuich said that in private schools, things are taken care of properly. And she also said that private schools, the number of teachers is capable for the number of students in the school. Honorable Ibrahim said that in private schools you might find that it is only the director to decide for the school, but in the government schools everybody wants to be told. Yes. Also said about decision making, the decisions don't take a long period or processes like the way in the government schools. Thank you for listening. Those were our views.
Thank you, Honorable. As
we are summarizing our points. We'll start by disagreeing with the proposer side. They said that the school that performed best in what? In Uganda last year. The school was said and produced the best number, and it is a government school, not so? It's not a government school. It's a government school. And I would disagree with what they said that in private school they promote morals. And now, let me take an example. In AMAHORO, look at in AMAHORO, we had our girl. Let me give a name called Rebecca. Went to the talent show, showed his knicker, and now AMAHORO is known as an indisciplined school because it even is the private. This is not about house. If you go outside the community, they don't say that it was a silver member. They talk and say AMAHORO is indisciplined, and it's the private school. Private school members, maintain your mental discipline. Without our views were students from low-income families are not accepted in private schools. Even they say that a child has a right to education. Children in government schools have access to basic sporting venues. Private schools are unable to compete with the government schools because they don't have fields. Some are small. You see, private schools go to government fields to play, and they just request private schools build your fields. Teacher qualifications. I'll talk about the point of teacher qualification. According to government schools, all teachers in government schools are required to be certified by the state.
Say that private schools, when they want, maybe they go to pitch which are located in government schools. So we are heading to competitions. Which government school are we going to?
Nursery Muslim school. Okay.
We are having our pitch behind there. If you don't know, I will take it after.
That our pitch, it hasn't been ready for yet, and there are no materials that are used to play football. I will continue by saying certification also requires ongoing education and periodic renewal of credentials in government schools.
Honorable Speaker, you're left with 1 minute.
I will talk about again teachers. You see now, we are in a private school, not so? A teacher of biology, we have one, that is teacher. But he's tired, he gets tired. But in government school, there are 3 to 4 teachers. Look at Madam Ati. I would like to stop here. Silver will always win.
You're not here for a fist fight, is it okay? You are not here for a fist. And we have not refused you to express yourself. But avoid too much dancing as if you're shaking. Don't overdance on the stage. If the floor is given for you, don't overdance. So, and the next one, the last one was relevant to the motion. Most of you were relevant and ended up by awarding them accordingly. So, at this particular juncture, we are going to announce what is coming from inside after discussing the results. I hope we have been carefully collecting all the results, and in a short while we shall get the results. Is it okay? Yes. Thank you so much. May God bless you all.
I am by name Zikawesa Mati, Head of English Department and Disciplinary Department in AMAHORO Secondary School. This is a newly founded secondary school. It started this year in January 2023. However, now we are contesting, houses are contesting. There are 3 houses, diamond, silver and gold. They are contesting on a wide range of activities, ranging from debate, quiz. For today, Friday, we have done with the quiz, and most of our learners were actively participating. They were fluent in English language. We thank the English teachers and all the staff. All the staff were involved in these activities, which will culminate into where we shall see the winner taking a book.
Here, this way. So, at the chair, you will be given 8 minutes, or the 6 participants each. 8 minutes only, or 6, depending on what they will take. And here, judges, you are most welcome. And you have a seat, and you are taking your seats, and we wait for what will happen. My role is to chair, coordinate, to moderate. Yes, thank you very much. And I want you to
all from the previous competitions. We had the houses that participated. We had silver, diamond. Do we have silver members here? Yes. Raise up your hands, silver members. Thank you for the participation. Do we have diamond here? Yes. Hands up. Thank you for the participation. We also have gold. Gold members, raise up the hands for recognition. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you for all participating in the first session. We all went through, but we are going to hear the best performers. Before we go in for the second session, we are going to have our program. Number 1, we are going to sing the anthems. From the anthems, we go to the prayers. Then our chief judge for the previous session is going to come and announce the way we have performed in the first debate competition. Now from the first competitions, we are going to choose the 2 best performers who are going in for the final competitions. Have you got me very well? Yes. So now we have an entertainment prefect here. Yes. Come and take us through the anthem.
Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, tunu zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe rahani amani, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Father. We bless gold, silver, diamond in your hands, Father. Let your presence, Father, be upon us, Father. Bless your children, Father. Bless those who are going to debate, Father, today. May your Holy Spirit, Father, be upon us, Father. May the judges who are going to judge, Father, be fair, Father, to the houses, Father. We pray all this, Father, believing by your name. Amen.
Okay, thank you, our entertainment prefect and our religious prefect for that wonderful word of prayer. So we are proceeding for the second session, the second finals of our debate. Before I invite our chief judge to give us the results from the first competition in our debate, allow me to introduce our judges. For those who didn't know, you saw us as intruders, but let us introduce ourselves and get to know who are we. I, personally speaking, am Judge Teddy, Teacher Teddy. So I'm going to introduce also my friends who are seated. As I introduce them, they are going to be waving to us this way. This one, let him speak for himself. Why should I speak for him?
Thank you so much. My name is David Kasamba. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My name is Okoye Joseph. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much. My name is Luseka Noel. Thank you.
Good afternoon, students. My name is Judge Happy Mutes. May the best team win. Thank you, Judge Teddy. Good afternoon. Judge Peace is my name. Happy to be here. All the best.
So let me hope that you've heard the names of the judges. We are not intruders but have names. We have our identity. So now, before I introduce our chief judge, we all know the second motion we are going to debate about. We know, don't we know? Yes. Yeah? Yes. I hope you know, not so? No. Okay. Even if you know or you don't know, we are going in for the second session. We don't have to debate about that. We know they prepared you for the second finals. So now let me introduce the chief judge to give us the results from the first competition. Judge David, you are welcome.
Okay. Yes, good afternoon once again. The much awaited results. I hope you participated, all the three houses, you participated in 2 different sessions, and we'll first start with the first one. The first one we had diamond and silver. Put your ears on ground and listen. Diamond, I hope the heart is pumping. Listening to results is so hearting, by the way. Diamond scored 389 points. Against silver scored 400. So in the first, let's listen. In the first session, silver won. The second session we had diamond against gold. Diamond scored 521 points. Gold scored 400. Thank you so much. Diamond scored. Diamond came the winner there. The third house we had gold versus silver. Gold scored 253 points. against silver 251 points. I hope gold won that one. Finally, add your 389 plus 221, you get your 910 points. Diamond scored total 910 points. Gold, you had 463 and 253, making that is 716 points. Silver scored 251. If you add to 444, you get a total of 600. Thank you. I hope you have had the best. Is it okay? Finals, we are having the following. Finals, we are having diamond that has 910 points. That will be versus against gold that has 7. Give back the microphone to Teddy to welcome the participants.
And the opposers, as we prepare for those houses that have gone through, we get the participants for the second session. And gold, we are going to be much inquisitive, want to follow up for the discipline. Those ones who are in discipline, we are going to be cutting off your marks. Making noise when the debate is going on, we shall also deduct marks. Movements, we are not going to allow movements because we are here for the final competition. We are going to also respect the time, managing the time. So, the second motion is, we have diamond and gold. Diamond, the motion is, this house believes that art teachers should be paid same salary like science teachers. So the gold people believe, believe that art teachers should be paid the same salary for the gold people, gold members. For you are saying that art teachers should be paid the same salary like the science teachers. Do you know art teachers? Yes. Yes. Now if you know them, we are saying gold members that art teachers should be paid the same salary like the science teachers. Then their man is saying no, art teachers should not be paid the same salary like the science teachers. For the diamond members, you are saying no. Let art teachers get their salary. They should not be enhanced. But with the gold is saying they should be increased on their salary to match the same salary level. So as I speak now, I expect those houses that have gone through, that is to say diamond and gold, to choose their participants to come and take over the seats, because time is against us. Those who are prepared.
And thank you for debating. By the name is Mubula Rufat, known as Pastor. And I'm in Diamond House, Senior 2. First of all, glory to God, because I so and I know we shall win. When we entered the debating room, I was scared. But I said, God, you are the only judge here. You come and judge us. But at first, I thought that the silver they were going to win, but God did it that way, and I thank God that we won, and I believe that we will still win. Jesus is name.
Where are the gold members? Come. As a silver member prepares.
Good afternoon, everyone. As I said that the destination is right beyond to go to win, it was really true. And who expected to win silver? Even I know all of us plus the diamond members, we feared silver, but with God's grace, everything is possible. And silver members, don't get annoyed. This is just, we are still friends because me, my friends are in silver. But I pray for God to defeat diamond because also this diamond is so dangerous. You see, I will appreciate you, and you get too much comfort and end up losing. So thank you for listening. I wish you success, God members. One spirit, one blood.
Okay, let us maintain silence. I repeat, as we are going in for the second session, for the second competition, number one, let us maintain maximum silence and listen. Discipline also matters. No movements. Those judges are there to reduce on your marks because you want to get the finals. And being the finalist, you have to be with good behaviors. I emphasize that. Let us give them our ears and listen to the flow of their points, because now it is a very, very tough moment. No one has come in for silver, no problem. But silver members, don't lose hope. I ever say like that. Maybe the MDD will take over. Yes. We still have some competitions. So now let us not shout. Let us maintain some discipline as our members are going to compete. When someone has given out a point, they show you the way you are clapping, like this. Yes. Not again clapping the other way around. So now, allow me to give the microphone to these honorables to come up and give us the debate has now started officially. Let us listen to our colleagues. Any good point raised, you just do like this. Let us maintain silence, I repeat. Okay. Keeper, Martin. Yes, you're going to be our timekeeper. And each speaker is going to take 8 minutes. Each speaker 18 minutes. So I'll say that our debate has started. This is gold, the other one is diamond. So, okay, gold members are going to start the motion. Remember, the first speaker has defined the motion. You have to define the motion. So any gold member who's ready, you come and take over. The debate has started.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The judges, my fellow affirmers, and the negators. The audience, good afternoon. My name is Odong Ibrahim. This house believes that art teachers should be paid the same salary as science teachers. And I 100% support the resolution because of my following arguments. Before I go further, I would like to, first of all, let you know some few words that are in our resolution, because some of us, maybe they don't understand what they might not understand, but not that they don't understand. They might not understand what the resolution is stating. Art teachers, these are simply teachers who teaches art subjects such as history, geography, CRE, IRE, among others. Science teachers, these are simply teachers who teach science subjects such as we have biology, chemistry, physics, among others. I won't waste much of my time. I will go straight to my arguments. My first argument says that art teachers should be paid the same salary as science teachers, because when they are at the university, they pay the same amount of money for their fees. Using Makerere University as an example, the Bachelor of Art and Education and the Bachelor of Science and Education, art teachers both pay the same amount of tuition. So, to my side, I see as if it is unfair to pay art teachers big amount of money than that of the art teachers. Art teachers should be paid the same amount of money with the science teachers. Secondly, I would like to talk about, my second point states that in politics, art teachers have performed a great job. How? Art teachers have uplifted very important people, such as the presidents, the lawyers, members of parliaments, who, when they come together they join their brains and they share ideas on how they are going to develop the country. Without assuming art teachers were not to be there, no, assuming those leaders were not to be there, it would be very difficult. It was not going to be peaceful to stay in a country without leaders, because the levels of committing crimes were going to increase on a daily basis. And since we have the leaders, such as the presidents, as I mentioned before, they come out with strict laws that governs the country, and hence it minimize on the levels of committing crimes. Thirdly, I would like to talk about my third argument is art teachers have helped much to improve on the languages spoken. They have improved on the language spoken. Teachers such as Swahili teachers, English teachers, French teachers have done a great job. Imagine these people who go to to search for jobs, they go. And when they reach the office, they use the knowledge that the art teachers imparted into them. Using English, using Kiswahili, using French, in order to convince the boss to give him or her a job. Isn't that the knowledge of art teachers? The knowledge is got from art teachers.
You are left with the 2 minutes.
That is the knowledge of art teachers. That was my last argument. But I would like to conclude by saying that no matter what, I believe we will be in the first position. Thank you, Miss Chairperson, my judges, my fellow farmers, the negators, and the audience. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, the judges, the farmers and debaters. And my name is Chimoli Monroe, a student from AMAHORO Secondary School, Senior 1 West, and an opponent of God. I would like to first affirmatively argue with Honorable Flavie. As you say, science is all about facts. But let me tell you, in arts we have subjects like CRE. CRE is all about facts. How? You say that history is where I find that man, they lie about how man was created. But in CRE, they don't lie. It is the truth. Man was created.
Your eye. Your eye.
Allow.
You said CRE gives the clear information where a man came from. I'll tell you that information is not clear. How? Because they say God created man. Yeah, I'm a Christian, but for now, let me first ask you this question. Have you ever seen God?
Okay? Nobody has ever seen God. As you say, you are a Christian. Have you also ever seen God?
Of course, no, that's why I feel
Deny. As you say that science is all about facts, but let me argue with you by saying no. Science lies. CRE is all about facts, tells the truth. The second one, you say that a phone is made by sciences. But let me tell you, to design a phone, it needs art. For example, let me give you, for example, our camera here. It is all about science, arts. You cannot do a camera using art sciences, but you first design it, then you make it practically with science. And for example, you said in the phones, there are things made of science. Let me give you examples. There is Facebook, WhatsApp, but you first design it using arts. What is going to be inside that Facebook we want to become as a science item. And you said in science, there are practicals. Let me tell you, even in arts, there are practicals. Let me give an example of our art teacher. Here we did art in Senior 1 West and East about arts collage. We did many, even they are there in our administration office. There is I love art, I love AMAHORO Secondary School, many of them. And even, let me give you our evidence here that art doesn't lie.
Your eye.
3 minutes remaining.
Your eye.
This leader here, he learned history to become a leader, political leader. Because all of politics is in history. He learned history. That means that art doesn't lie.
Your eye.
He lied. My first view is, yes.
Your eye.
Allow.
I would like to inform the recurring speaker that you have said in your previous words that information that you use the knowledge of art to design the camera. I pity you, because even the art you use ICT, information and technology. You go there on a computer, you design a Facebook app using a computer.
Point of correction.
Using knowledge of science.
When I'm going to design a camera, I use an art book and a pencil. My first view is art. We are I say, first of all, art teachers should be paid the same salary as science teachers. Why? Art teachers tell the fact in science, because you cannot draw a man that you want to create a man or a robot without using sciences. No, without using arts. You cannot create a robot without using arts. So you are supposed to design it before you use sciences. Secondly, art teachers, arts improve on the standards of living. How? I can come here in a place like this, nothing is there. Then I say, what can I put in a place like this? I can get my art book and a pencil, start to design how I want my home or my school to look like. That's why I say it improves the standards of living. Thank you, the judges, affirmers and negators, plus the audience. I remain as Chimoli Monroe and reporting from Gold.
You have used 7 minutes.
Honorable judges, co-judges, my back supporters, plus the audience. Good afternoon. My name is Ramang Ivan and I am from Diamond House, and as today's resolution says that art teachers should not be paid the same salary like science teachers, I negatively support the motion. First, I'm going to first argue on the boy's points where he said that the same amount of tuition is paid. No, it's not the same amount, because even if it's the same amount, the courses of art teachers are shorter than those courses of science teachers. Like if I'm to be a doctor, I study 5 years, and if you want to be a teacher, you only study for 3 years, and the experience I reach is not the experience you reach. That takes me to my another argument. You say that in science, in arts, that you get politicians, but do you know what politicians have done to our country? They have brought about what we call divisions among people, whereby we have moved NRM, DP. People are divided in themselves because of art subjects, because they study history, geography, and art. But if you study science, biology, like you study biology, chemistry, and physics, you are going to do careers like being a doctor, being an engineer. There is no way how you are going to divide people. That brings me to my next argument.
Before I would like to inform you, Honorable Ivan, that you say that if you study biology, chemistry, physics, those science subjects, you get careers like doctors. I would like to inform you that not all of us in this world want to become doctors.
That is what my argument, that you are saying yes, that's true, all of us, we don't decide to become doctors, yes, but not because we don't want, but because we don't have the capability, we don't have the knowledge. Science subjects require people with knowledge like me. This is my next argument. Science subjects are used to save life. You know how they are used to save lives? Because you see, when I study chemistry, I study biology, I study physics, I get the knowledge on how to do first aid, but denied. But if you study arts, like you study an art subject, doing for that. He was like, what is it going to help to save a person? Nothing. Let's go to my next argument. Allow.
I would like to inform Honorable Ivan that you say that science subjects help you to save lives. I won't deny that's the truth. But before you save as a person, you should know the location of the heart. You first draw a person. Sweet. You first draw a person. Then you locate the heart.
On my point. Because you are saying you should know the position of the heart. Where do you study the heart in science? So that takes me to my next argument. Information and technology. Everything here, the mic itself, the camera, the shoes you wear, which are making industries, there is no those science. They saw that the judges have, the water bottles, the books you are using. That's all not just science, not arts. Not allowed. That takes me to my next argument. That Honorable, the head boy said that the second farmer said that TRE is based on factual. No one knows how this one was created, not even your mother, not even your grandmother. I tell you, because no one has ever seen God. But in science subjects like chemistry, physics, if I am to make a theory that this happened like this, I have to bring experiments to prove it, unlike in arts.
You are left with the 3 minutes.
That takes me to my next argument. We say that science is a lies. No, science is they are not lies, I tell you. Because everything here at school, the administrators, everything is made by knowledge of science. Even, you know why that science subjects are even more than art subjects? Because they are more of practical students than those of arts. Even in sciences, we have what we call mathematics. Mathematics, it tells us in which way? Accountability. The money you use at home. The things, when you go to a shop, when you are going to buy things, you use mathematics to count the balance, the changes and everything. Allowed.
Honorable, when you were giving evidence, you said that those bottles that our judges are using, they are made out of science. But you know their effects. Those bottles, the polythene papers, they are later dumped.
Tell me.
They are later dumped anywhere in the compound. And then it leads to soil pollution.
Excuse me.
It leads to soil pollution.
Excuse me, Honorable. That's due to your illiteracy.
That is because of science.
On that bottle, there is the word recycling. When after you can recycle, science has given. That's not just science, not arts. Honorable. That is not understanding. Thank God. I rest my case.
You have more than 6 minutes.
Before the next honorable comes in, I want to remind the honorables that we are going off track because the motion says that our teachers should be paid the same salary as science teachers. We are looking at the income inequality. What are the effects of income inequality between the art teachers and the science teachers? Are the art teachers comfortable with the salary, or even them should be increased to reach that level? Because the science teachers, as for now I speak, they are getting 4 AM per month. But an art teacher is getting 800 shilling per month. So that income inequality, what does it bring? What's the effect? So that's the debate we are on. People are just praising science teachers versus art teachers. We are not on that debate. Have you got me? Are we clear? Okay, let's proceed with the motion.
Protocol observed. As today's resolution says that art teachers should be paid the same salary compared to the science teachers. Before I start, I'd like to trash the recurrent honorable's point, of which he said that.
Your name?
My name is Lugorobi Andrew. You say that Honorable Odong Ibrahim said that they pay the same tuition when it comes to university. And you say that you study different courses, but does it change that, let me say like a person who's studying from senior 1 to senior 6, they pay the same amount, but not for the same period. I hope you understand. Have you got it? Okay. Proceeding to my points, of which these people that are praising sciences, it's true, sciences are denied. Sciences are inventing things like drugs, like plastic bottles, and etc. But did you know that most of those things, they kill people compared to art, of which that art teachers, if they are telling you they should be paid the same amount, it is correct. Why? Because when you are studying in art, you know how to use everything. You get it? You know how to use most of the property. They show you that this, you draw like this. But in sciences, most of you, they just, have you ever heard of something like sciences? They just make up things and they say, this one works like this. I hope you understand. And science teachers and art teachers play the same role in school. Of which I mean that if you are to get words of encouragement, if you are to get like the same knowledge, if you are to get many things, they can do many things to develop you in mind and according to the society. So they play the same role. I don't see why they can't be paid the same amount of money. Yet they work the same things. Denied. When it comes to leadership, I would like to support Dr. Ibrahim. Do you know the greatest speaker in Uganda? Oh, yeah, you don't know. It is Rebecca Kadaga. And do you know where she got all that from? The audibility, everything she had. Like, not everything she has, but the way she acts, the way she was taught. Do you know where she got it from? When she went to Makerere University, she took the part called law. And I don't think law is part of sciences. So, with that, I just think that art is a way, or it helps us in order to raise up leaders like Rebecca Kadaga. So, I've never heard of a science like a speaker or a president or whatever, that you come and say, I'm proud of science, because why science teachers should be paid the same tuition with the, the same amount of money, big salary. It's because they play a big role. Now, do you know where Rebecca Kadaga came from? She was taught by mostly art teachers. That's why I'm bringing in the speaker. So, denied. So I was continuing by saying that those science teachers help us in many art teachers help us in many various ways, of which I don't see the reason why they should not be paid the same amount of money with science teachers. Thank you.
I greet you in the name of Jesus, our dear judges, and the negators and affirmers. Good afternoon. I am hereby to correct the wronged, I would say. My dear affirmers, you've been telling us lies till you started, from when you started till you ended. Let me even open the Bible, starting from the point. Sorry by not telling you my names. I'm by names of Nanda Godonri Hanatedi, and I'm from Diamond, of which our house believes that we are going to win. And it believes in the saying that this house believes that our teachers shouldn't be paid the same salary like science teachers due to due cause. I'm saying this because let me first not agree or disagree with Honorable Odong's view first argument, and it says that sciences leads to decrease of, arts leads to decrease of crimes due to the way that you say that the leaders like Honorable Museveni, our president, that he studies arts, then he comes like subjects like English, words, Swahili, and then they decrease the crime rates. But I'm telling you, I'm saying this because, first of all, my dear Honorable, rest your horses. Let me first finish. As I'm still telling you, I'm setting my boundaries from our country because I'm saying that the science teachers shouldn't be paid the same salary as arts teachers, because arts teachers do a very small job compared to the science teachers. You talked about the decrease of crimes, but do you know that even in that decrease of crimes, that the arts teachers that they taught Mr. Honorable Museveni, it involves the science. Let me tell you something about. Let me also disagree with Monroe's answer. The argument. Because I'm setting my boundary from our country, I will say that science teachers should be paid. Rest your horses. I'm telling you that you say aloud.
I would like to inform Honorable Teddy that I'm not called Monroe, but I'm called Honorable Monroe.
Mistakes are made by all humans, I'm sorry. I would like to tell you that you said that about the point of Christianity, that point, I loved it, about the Bible. You said that Christians, that CRE does not lie, that religious education does not lie. My dear Honorables, I'm not a bad person to not show you this. I'm not a bad person to not show you this. It's called evidence, my dear. Here they say, come with me to Babylon. To Babylon. Where is Babylon now?
Point of information.
Here it says Jews. Where are the Jews now?
Point of information.
This Bible doesn't have any evidence of which we sciences, our teachers, give us evidence. We go and test school. Those teachers should be paid a lot of salary due to the teachers that only teach you this English. Because you can't tell me that you go to a hospital with a Bible, a person who has been shot by a gun, and you put this Bible that has been done by art, and you say that the person will heal. My dear judges, let me give you this evidence. If any of this has evidence, if any of this evidence shows that art is useful, please judge correctly, because these guys are lying to us and they want to take us to the wrong course. Let science teachers be given a lot of salary due to the big courses. And I am telling you this. My other point says, gives knowledge on how to save life. I think my dear Honorable Ivan enlightened about that, but I will enlighten more to tell you, because I'm telling you this. Why? The reason why the science teachers should be paid highly is because of this. When you go to a hospital, you tell me one thing, or one disease that can be cured by a person who has learned arts. Which disease, my friends? Which disease that you can say that history? You learned history. First, give me some careers that you get from history or English.
English teacher.
Does an English teacher heal a person when he's dying? No. So, science teachers, you should also be on my side, saying that you should be given high salaries due to the arts teachers who even have I'm telling you, yes, and you may be saying that the English I'm using is done by the arts teachers. But I'm telling you, my Honorable Mr. Odong, Honorable Odong, first take a sip of water and rest those horses. I'm telling you that.
2 minutes to go.
Thank you. That arts teachers should be paid highly because when even this microphone I'm holding, we use science. We use science to make these microphones, the cameras, all of those things. Then why should you tell me, a person who took many years studying sciences, you give me the same salary, you give the teacher the same salary that you give to an arts teacher who took, they never even took the same. It's really not fair, you guys. I'm telling you. And I am by names of Dana Gordon Rihanna Teddy from Diamond House. I rest my horses by saying that, please, our dear honorables from the negator side, stop lying to us and stop. And I'm telling you one thing, guys, Diamond will win because we stand by our word.
You have used 7 minutes out of the
Let us continue being calm, silence. Let us be orderly and listen. So, we have debated this motion, but again it is a vice versa. People are saying science teachers, of which we are supposed to debate about salary, enhancement. We should be on the same level. We would dwell much on the impacts of income inequality. When a science teacher is getting much money and the art teacher is getting little money, what may come? The impact of salary of income inequality. So now we have nothing to do, but we have to judge what you have told us. Now, we are going to have reply speeches from one person from each side. God is going to... Speech from each honorable, from Diamond, one person, then even Gold, as our judges are trying to summarize our marks or our points. So, anyone ready from Gold? Let us start with Gold. A reply speech, analyze the motion. Analyze or summarize the motion from Gold. You are welcome. Okay. A reply speech, we are going to have only 3 minutes per each speaker. Analyze the motion very fast. We want to get our education from the judges.
Once again, thank you the judges, affirmers and negators as the audience. Science is all about the facts. Then you gave us an example of our administrator's car. Let me tell you, before making that car using science, they first used arts to sketch it. And secondly, Honorable Ivan, you say that the courses of art teachers are shorter than the courses of science teachers. Let me tell you, a doctor, not a surgeon, but a doctor, a pharmacist, can take 3 or 4 years. But when you go to a lawyer who has studied arts, that lawyer can take 6 or 5 years.
2 minutes. Left with the 2 minutes.
Then Honorable Teddy, you said science teachers should be highly paid because art teachers don't heal a person. But let me give you an example. This year, by God's grace, I'm here. And even you say that you will not find any art subject, or you will not find any art subject or a person who studied arts healing a person. Let me give you an example of pastors who studied arts, or CRE or IRE. Those guys heal lame people, the blind people,
give you an example of a recent, a man who was, okay, not honored, but they say he's lying, but he studied at pastor India. He healed the lame, he healed the sick. That's CRE. It's all about arts. And you, Honorable Flavia, then you say that science is all about facts. But let me tell you, yes, science is all about facts, but you can use science to become a thief. How? For example, this man stole money from Uganda using sciences. I evidence your money. He stole money using sciences. And again, I tell you that God will still be standing. Why? Because G stands for God. All members, oh yeah. Thank you, the judges, our farmers and mediators, our remainers, Chimolimono.
You have used 2.5 minutes.
Thank you for the opportunity granted. Without wasting any time, I think my friend Honoraries are science teachers. First of all, we get less doctors. What do I mean? When our teachers are paid the same salaries like science teachers, most of the students who want to be doctors in order to get higher salaries will change their ways to add subjects because they are going to say that even our teachers are getting the same salaries. Now why should I bother myself with studying sciences? Less innovation. When our teachers are paid the same salaries with science teachers, they are going to be less innovation and creativity in doing things. How? Because we use the knowledge of science to design things. Like you can go to a computer lab, you design an app like Facebook, WhatsApp, using knowledge of sciences. But because when our teachers are paid the same salaries as science teachers, the students will alternate. They will prefer going for art subjects which are more easier than science subjects. Less industrialization in our community. What do I mean? When I talk about industrialization, I mean the construction of industries in the country will lower because there is no any way we can use the knowledge of arts in industries, like those textile industries, those shoemaking industries. But yes, I'm not going to deny that in textile industries they use the knowledge of art to design those shoes. But the machines they use in textile industries, they are made by knowledge of sciences. That takes me to my next argument that job creation. Many students are going to be more of job seekers than job creators. How? You can take an example like those people of learning and science. They make machines that make popcorns, machines that make sugar using sugar canes at home. But if our teachers are paid the same salaries like science teachers, these students will say, let us alternate to art teachers because even us will be getting the same salaries and they will leave this and this will make a country having more of job seekers than creators. I raise my hand.
69 seconds to go.
Thank you, our timekeeper. We have kept the time. Our timekeeper, you have kept the time, and we are very happy for that. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the participants who have participated in this debate, or an argument or a debate, whatever case it may be. Our teachers, I thank you so much for training up these children. It is just a beginner school, But for me, I was astonished to hear such good debaters. Learners have debated, and we hope for better next time, or next term, or next year. Our debaters and those ones who have not debated, let us try to emulate some techniques of debating from other schools. Sometimes you watch NBS, there are those schools that debate, and very good learners try to emulate their debating skills such that we improve on our debating. Our judges are going to note down the best debaters for today. And we are going to mention those people you come out, at least we give you a hand clap for a good debate. People who are sleeping, please, wake up, we are in a debate. So every judge, a microphone is going to move around, and they mention those good debaters for today. Yes. You mention a good debater.
Thank you, Judge Teddy. From the Diamond House, the best debater was Flavia Alinda. And from the Gold House, the best was Andrew. And I know most of you are going to deny this, but Andrew was able to relate to the motion. The two debated so well, they had arguments, but they were not related to the motion. So the best was Andrew from Gold and Flavia from.
Stand up and recognize where. Or can you give them a hand clap?
Good afternoon again. Well done, Team Diamond, and well done, Team Gold. We are impressed. However, there is a challenge that was going on with the interpretation of the motion. But however, we had quite a number of things to base on as we are judging. Well, according to me, the best debater in Gold is Wamanga Ivan. Sorry, in Diamond. Sorry, Diamond. Wamanga Ivan, please let's give him a round of applause. And then in Gold, the best is Lugolobi Andrew still. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, the participants, and at the same time I appreciate all the teachers who have been working without rest to train you in everything. The best performer in Diamond has been Alinda Flavia. When you go to Gold, the best performer has been Chimuli. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. The judges for having sharp eyes. I had also very sharp eyes, looking all the corners. Including I'm even having the best energy giver from the floor speakers. Should I mention? Okay, I will thank you so much for that wonderful debate. Really, we have been in Parliament and never sat here for more than 5 minutes. But today, you have shown me. I thank you so much. Teacher, I thank you for rounding up this young children. I know 5 years to come we shall be having a representative in our Parliament of Uganda. I also have the best, actually all of them they were best. All of them they were. I want to thank you so much, but I want to pick one to represent the rest. On the side of Diamond, I had Alinda Flavia. I thank you very much for that confidence you showed us, explanations. You might be to replace among and it's time to come. Thank you so much. Then we understand gold. Oh, my eyes are gold. Holy. Anita Monk, I had Chimoli. Thank you very much. Keep it up and God bless you. Wishing you nice stay, and when you lose, there is a hope. There are no hopes in the front. And Liverpool say, never walk alone. Okay? If you defeat me from here, I will also know where I will get you. Okay? Never lose hope. Never bless you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'd also like to add my voice to my fellow judges. Let's give them a hand clap for these two teams. All of them did a wonderful presentation here. On my side, in fact, I started judging these people long time ago. From the first session, according to me, this is my best performance in tonight's debate. We have, I have Gita Vincent, was my best performer, by the way, best. He was the best. He took the day for me. Gita Vincent, could you stand up for recognition? Gita, wherever you are the best. You did it. However much you not come to the finals, but it was my best. Followed by the second best came from goal. That was Chimuli. Chimuli did so well. She did so well. And the third one was, I saw, I'm forgetting the name, is from Diamond, Alinda Flavia, did so well. So, in fact, these people, we are encouraging you, continue practicing and try to polish your English a bit, and you'll make it, God willing. I just wanted to point out one issue only before I sit down. We had one speaker that was Rugolo Andrew. You could be the best, but your information were wrong. You were trying to give him wrong information. I remember, if you can listen very well, some of you, the information was given of the speaker, Ntwala Kadaga. He's not the current one, by the way. Please be current. Is it okay? Be current, give us current information, and you will take up the day. Your information should not be wrong, and be up to date. You know, when you're debating, you are supposed to be up to date so that your information should flow. So, hey, thank you. You are giving on the previous speaker. You could have pointed it out clearly. Because when you talk about the speaker, for us, we take the current one. That's why I judged you wrong there. I was taking the information wrong. Anyway, thank you all for participating and being good students of English language. I wish you all the best.
Yes, for those compliments. For me, on my side, I had my best when we are there, gold, silver, varsity diamond, and I came up with guitar, Vincent. You are really a good debater. Another girl, the name I've forgotten, but she's that one. Can you stand up? I'm sorry to point you out, but the name Queen Lisa. Really, you made it for me also. You are confident, you started the motion. But the way you are airing out your views, at least showed some confidence in you, and you are the first speaker. So continue with that. You will be a good parliamentarian in the future. Okay? We are all eager waiting for all the results. We had debates today. After debate, we are having a quiz. We are still compiling the marks. Then on Saturday we have the MDD and the ball games. So all those ones we are going to find out the best. That means that our results, or the best performing houses, we shall get to hear the information on Sunday after the ball games. We don't want people to lose morale. We want all of us to come out to the final. So let us continue participating and being active up to Sunday. So as I speak now, we are going in for our lunch very fast. We come back for quiz. We shall get to hear the announcement for the final results for the best houses on Sunday after the ball games. Let me hope that you get me clear. Silver members, continue practicing. Don't lose hope. Yes. So, thank you for participating. You can go to your lunch.
The quiz.
Your lunch. Are you ready for quiz? If you are ready for quiz, let us maintain silence. Maximum discipline, as I told you at first. You become indisciplined, no marks for you. We are going in for quiz. I want order in the room. Can we maintain silence, please? Let us be silent and we make our work easier because time has gone.